Good evening from Stockton as we get set for the 209 Classico on a warm Saturday here in Stockton. The Stockton Cargo 5-2-2 on the season, getting ready to take on Academica, who comes into this afternoon 3-7 on the season. These two sides faced off all the way back the second game of the season for the Cargo, a game that was scoreless at halftime. But there was a red card right before half that had Academica down a man, and the Cargo took advantage, scoring 6 goals in the second half for the 6-0 win at Academica. Although both sides quite a bit different this evening compared to that first game. In fact, a total of 11 starters between the Cargo and Academica from that first matchup between these two sides aren't even on the roster here this evening. So definitely a different look for both sides against each other. Academica coming in to this evening off of a 5-3 win at the Olympic Club, a game that saw them led on offense by Taylor Phillips with a brace. And Academica will have Malia Allen in goal, and then in front of her, Kylie Redmond, Giselle Uribe, Julia Hardwick, Emma Brown, Isabella Cruz, Bailey Bracha, Sophia Mones, Taylor Phillips, the captain Cassandra Seja, and Logan Knighty. Cargo in the blue going from left to right here in the first half. Academica in the yellow going from right to left as a one-touch ball there for Sanders. Looking for Curtis, not able to connect. In goal for the Cargo is Maya Sanchez. And then in front of her is Taylor Curtis, Sienna Zabrowski, Mika Seyfurman, Trinidad Quiros, Haley Bostard, Abigail Souza, Marley Cavett, Abigail Wolf, and then the two leaders on offense this season for the Cargo, Hannah Diaz and Jaden Sanders, both with 5 goals apiece. And in the starting 11 here this evening. The head coach for Academica is Trisha Gonzalez. The head coach for the Cargo is Adrian Sorensen. Just 2 games for the Cargo remain after tonight. Just 1 after this evening for Academica. As here's Quiros looking for room in the shot. And the save there is Malia Allen able to get a palm on it and push it over the top. So saw Quiros make an immediate impact when the Cargo were last at home. Quiros the brace in the 5-1 win over the Rage. Or is the Cargo coming off of a 3-game road trip that saw them win games at Pleasanton, at Olympic Club and at Marin before a 2-0 loss on Wednesday at the NorCal division leading Glens. Ball played in towards the near post, and Allen off her line. Takes a spill, but able to hold on. Cargo coming into tonight in 4th place in the NorCal division with 17 points, trailing the Glen, Storm, and the Soul. And Cargo on pace to finish with more points this season compared to last, but just the 2 playoff spots up for grabs, and the Cargo really are going to need to win all 3 of their final games and hope things work out in their favor to potentially end up in one of those top 2 spots. But first things first, got to take care of business here tonight. 209 Classico, and pick up the 3 points here at home as Cavett, a nice job to spin around a couple Academica players, and now she plays it up looking for Sanders, although that one a little bit behind her. And now Hardwick will play it back to Allen. Allen under some pressure, able to clear it. Ball played up towards Sanders. Sanders, before the game on Wednesday at the Glens, had scored in 4 straight games for the Cargo. Were held scoreless on a less than ideal night. Foggy, windy, rainy, cold on Wednesday, and definitely the opposite of that here this evening. Around 100 degrees here this evening. Bostard, guarded by Seha. Seha was on the Cargo last season. Academica also with Michaela Ratu, who originally was on the roster, played for the Cargo last season, but ended up not coming this evening. Zabrowski plays it back to Bostard. And now Zabrowski back to Bostard, looking to try to get off a cross in that corner. And the offside flag is up. Cargo on Wednesday will be at the Storm, who are currently in second place, before the Cargo will end the regular season next Sunday here at home against the Olympic Club. An Olympic Club that the Cargo defeated 4-0 during the 3-game road trip. Mentioned Diaz and Sanders 5 goals apiece to lead the way for the Cargo. Then Furman with 4. And Quiros with 2, the leading goal scorers for the Cargo. As here's Academica, a chance, and a ball played in towards the 6. And it's going to eventually roll all the way out right near the corner flag on this near side. Crowd still trickling in, although a lot of Cargo fans, or a lot of fans, period, not necessarily in the stands here in this first half, trying to find some shade. And a ball played towards the center, cleared, and now ball played up to Quiros. Quiros looking for Curtis. Curtis playing further up for the Cargo here this evening, which I know has her excited, as she's really played wherever she's been asked, a lot in the back line, and she's been outstanding. Curtis, of course, one of several Cargo players that play their college soccer here at the University of the Pacific.
Yeah, 90. Yeah, 90.
Seha.
You can get there.
Mentioned Seha played for the Cargo last season, actually the captain here this evening for Academica.
Keep it up, Academica.
Had a goal in their win over Olympic Club. And got the start here this evening. Goal kick played short to Wolf, who will play it up towards Diaz. And Diaz is fouled from behind.
Good hustle, Giselle.
Furman up to Sanders. Sanders looking to try to turn and ends up losing possession near midfield. Mentioned it was just the second game of the season. These two sides played a 6-0 win for the Cargo. It was scoreless at halftime before Hannah Diaz opened the scoring in the second half. The first of 3 in that game for her, is she not only scored the first goal of the season for the Cargo, but registered the first hat trick in Cargo history. Other goals in that game were by Lucy Benham and Gianna Gorley, who are not on the roster this evening. Then Mika Seyfurman, the other goal on a long-range shot that beat Allen from about 40 yards.
Yes!
Let's go, Somu!
Giselle. Yeah, Giselle.
Some nice footwork there. Ball played towards the top of the 18. And the Cargo clear, and now a chance to counter. Long ball looking for Curtis. And she was able to be onside, but unfortunately that pass looking to set Curtis off was a little long. And Allen able to pick it up near the top of the 18. Allen just finished up in the fall at Stan State. Still another season to come there. Before that, played down the street here at Delta College for Cargo head coach Adrian Sorensen, as that one goes over the far side for an Academica throw. And the whistle there will give the Cargo the free kick. Curtis finds Kiros, and she's got a bunch of room. Diaz looking to try to time a run on the far side, and that pass a little bit behind her. Sanchez plays her college soccer at Oregon State. Sanchez played all 90 minutes on Wednesday at the Glens and gets to start once again here this evening. Diaz looking to take a defender 1v1, cuts it back towards the middle, now lays it to Sanders. Sanders will shoot from distance, and that one snagged by Allen. And the sun will kind of be setting in our face here in this first half, and then by the second half, it should be down for the most part, and the lights will start to take effect. Although it should still be a warm evening throughout, as that ball finds its way through, and Allen once again picks it up near the top of the 18. Ball there looking for Phillips. Phillips wearing the number 9 and scored 2 goals in Academica's last game against the Olympic Club. Game that saw them lead 3-0 and 4-2 at half, before having the lead cut to 1 before eventually scoring an extra goal for the 5-3 win. And some nice through ball here, and now Seha an opportunity. Into the 18, turns, and the shot right at Sanchez, and then Souza clears.
Keep it up, Academica.
Nice job there by Zabrowski to take it away.
Go, 90.
90 plays it to Cruz, and Cruz tried to turn and gets knocked down by Sanders, and a free kick here for Academica. Probably a little bit too far for a direct shot to challenge Sanchez, but really no breeze at the moment. Flag straight down, and she will take the shot directly towards the near post, and it ends up being a corner. So Sanchez taking no chances, just punches it away. So the corner kick here for Academica, as we're scoreless here in the 13th minute. Looks like this will be a right-footed in-swinger from this near corner. Ball towards the near post and ended up going over Cabot and right into the hands of Sanchez. Sanchez will just roll it over to Souza. Curtis looking for Kiros.
Yeah, B. You get there. Let's go, Braca. Let's go, Braca.
Chance here.
Yes.
And the ball played back, and they're going to say it was over the end line first for a goal kick. But a dangerous ball played through there for Academica. As Braca
Way to turn it on, Braca.
able to find her way through, but not able to get to it and keep it in play. But in the first half, when these two sides played in Turlock, was pretty even. At the red card late in the first half,
Yeah, Giselle.
and then in the second half, completely belonging to the Cargo. Ball bounces its way to Seha,
Get there, B.
and now
Get there, B.
cleared
Get there,
towards
B.
midfield.
Well done, B.
Uribe
You can get there.
tried to find
Good hustle.
90,
Good hustle.
and it's out for a throw.
Way to battle, B.
We're going to say last touch, Cargo.
Good job, Giselle. Come on, T.
Wolf. Won't take no chances, just plays it out for an Academica throw. Phillips trying to turn and get off across. That one finds its way to Cavett. And now Souza.
Yeah,
Souza able to get it to Sanders, and now a chance for the Cargo to counter.
Watch your back, B. Watch your back.
Curtis has it Furman in the middle. Sanders overlapping to her left. Curtis will take the shot herself, and that one sails just wide. So Taylor Curtis from long distance, nearly with her first goal of the season, as that one sails just wide. And in that game against Academica, Cargo had a couple goals from long distance against Allen, who was off her line, including Furman from a good 25, 30 yards out.
Yes, say hi.
That ball taken away by Seha. And now over to Cruz. Diaz going to get called for the foul, as Sanders had taken the shot anyways, and it sailed just wide.
Let's go, yellow.
Free kick taken short to Brown.
Yes. Yeah, T.
Phillips loses it. Now ball back to Sanchez. She'll look for the long ball to Curtis. And that one will end up bouncing out right near midfield. Curtis. One possession, but couldn't find Sanders, and now Academica will play it back to Allen. Another long ball down the right side, looking for Braca. She'll play it towards the top of the box, and the offside flag is up. So Academica started to celebrate for a moment, but the offside flag. So Again, though, Academica looking dangerous on through balls to that right side to Braca. So then once she wasn't quite able to keep it in play before it went out for a goal kick there. They able to play the ball across, but the offsides as still scoreless here in the 19th minute. Long shot there from Phillips, comfortably over the top. And looking over at the Cargo bench, already see some players moving around. Like Abigail Kern gonna start to warm up. And my guess is it'll probably be for Zabrowski, as
Let's go, Braca!
Academica has had some chances on their right side against the left side of this Cargo defense. And Kern, not in the starting 11, but has been a mainstay in this lineup for a lot of the season. And she is warming up. And we'll see how quickly we may see her here in this first half as we near 20 minutes, scoreless. The 209 Classico between Academica and the Stockton Cargo. Seha ends up playing it back to Brown. And they're going to say last touch by Sanders.
Way to hit that B button now, B.
So in there to Cruz. Diaz looking to try to win the ball back, knocks it away. And now it's a nice one-touch passing there, but Brown able to win it back for Academica. Another ball on that right side, this one looking for Phillips, and that will roll out for a goal kick. In the Cargo, 2 more games after tonight at the Storm, and then here at Homance Olympic Club. Academica, 1 more game for them this season. They'll host the California Storm next Saturday. Goal kick nearly bouncing right at midfield. Cabot not able to keep possession for the Cargo. Phillips plays the ball towards that back post, and it's going to be a little too heavy and roll out for the goal kick. Ball played up towards Diaz. Diaz now will play a long ball looking for Sanders. Knighty and Cabot battling here on this near side. Seha. Left-footed shot from distance. And that one will go out for the goal kick. Definitely the last 5 or 10 minutes has been kind of seen the ball a lot on this half of the field. Sanchez with a nice long goal kick there. Quiros now back to Wolf, and she'll play it all the way back to Sanchez. Wolf looking for Diaz. Diaz with a little bit of room to run here. And we'll see if she plays a through ball. Diaz will slide it through. Sanders colliding into Allen. Ball loose. And Allen able to jump on it. So the two former Delta teammates a couple years ago colliding there. Or Sanders just finished the fall at Delta. And Allen at Delta 2 seasons ago. But a good chance there for the Cargo. Diaz off to the races. Perhaps a little bit too much on that through ball looking for Sanders. And Allen able to get to it and keep this game scoreless. Although Sanders shown a great tendency to score early goals, and now a bad free kick nearly turned into a goal for the Cargo. I was going to say Sanders twice this season has scored goals in the game's opening 5 minutes, including Olympic Club where she scored in the opening minute. Academica with the long ball, and Sanchez. Nice job there coming up out of the box and playing that ball up towards midfield, and now back to Curtis. A long ball looking for Quiros, who had started to come back towards midfield, and then the ball upfield.
Yeah, T. Yeah, T. Good hustle, Taylor. Good hustle, Taylor.
Taking a look. Looks like Curtis and Zabrowski have switched. Curtis now in the back. Mentioned she was starting more up front after playing a lot this season in the back, and Academica after some success on through balls on that side of the pitch. Curtis now back as left back for the Cargo.
Yeah. Yeah, Braca.
Let's go, Braca.
Give her one, Braca.
Okay, Somo.
Moness back heels it, and the Cargo players, or an Academica player, is still down. Play continues, and eventually rolls out for the goal kick, as it's Bailey Braca, who is still down and kind of clutching her, I would say right hamstring, now kind of more around the right knee area, but I didn't hear for sure, but I would think that this evening we'll have a hydration break, and might be a perfect time to have that here with Braca down. They're about to hit 27 minutes, scoreless here in the first half between the Stockton Cargo and Academica. Cargo with 2 games to go after tonight, and really the Cargo need to win all 3 of their final games to have a chance to make the postseason, and a tough NorCal division that last season saw 3 teams make the playoffs. The Cargo just missing finishing in 4th, and unfortunately this season just the 2 playoff spots for the NorCal division, making it even tougher. As Braca getting a hand, and she's going to be helped to the bench. And we'll see if they're going to go ahead and maybe sub her off. And she is really struggling to get her way across the field. But a good time to remind you, if you don't already, to make sure you follow the Stockton Cargo on Instagram at letsgo_cargo. And around the 75th minute, you will have the opportunity to vote for the Raising Cane's anchor of the match. There'll be 3 voting options, and you will have a chance to vote for that anchor of the match, brought to you by Raising Cane's. As now Braca is going to get helped, gets lifted up and is going to be carried off the pitch. But Raising Cane's one of several great sponsors for the Stockton Cargo this season. They've got a tent over behind the goal to our left with some lemonade and other prizes, and definitely the lemonade I would think is the big prize on a warm night like this. But another good crowd here this evening. When we were back at home last, we set a new team record, over 1,000 fans for the 2nd time this season. Not quite sure we have that here tonight, but a good crowd nonetheless. I didn't let the 100-degree heat keep them from coming, although if it kept you from coming, we're glad you joined us for this broadcast on Central Valley TV. So, looks like they're going to go ahead and sub for Braca. So should have a couple of minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first 45. Take a look to see if we can see who the sub is. So it's Sierra Wilson who will come in to replace Braca. So Wilson actually started the game against the Cargo earlier this season and will enter here in the 30th minute, replacing Braca. Sanchez with the long ball looking for Quiros, and the ball ends up out for the Cargo throw. Say Furman up to Quiros, and Quiros is going to get called for the foul. Cruz with the long ball.
Come on, get there, Sierra.
Once again, a scoreless first half here between these two rivals. Although the Cargo won both games last season, won the game earlier this season, 6-0. But right now scoreless, and I have to say both sides have had some chances. Possession maybe a little in favor of Academica so far. In fact, shots on the scoreboard have it 5-2 in favor of Academica. Long ball, looking for Sanders. And nice pressure there by Quiros. It's going to help earn the Cargo the throw that will be taken by Cavett. Cavett with the long throw looking for Sanders. Kind of posting up, and now that's a great ball to Quiros. Saw some great series of passing in that last home game against the Rage. Haven't quite seen that series of passing yet here this evening. Seha with the long run, the shot from long range, and one hops off of Sanchez, and then Sanchez gets to the rebound. Sanchez will like to roll it forward and play it forward a little bit before the line drive kick towards Sanders, headed by Academica. Bostard with the volley to Diaz. Diaz now back to Curtis. Curtis looking for Sanders. Ball finds its way back out to the far side. Zabrowski up to say Furman, now back to Curtis. Curtis looking to try to switch sides of the field, finally does so. A long ball here to Cavett with some room. Cavett towards the top of the 18. Souza, a little bit of a heavy first touch, although Quiros had a chance from just outside the 18 and her left-footed shot. A ball comfortably handled by Allen. Not a bad look for Quiros, just didn't hit it as well as she can. Ended up being an easy ball for Allen to scoop up. See a player getting ready to come on for the Cargo. So the substitution for the Cargo, as Abigail Souza will come off and Taylor McMahon will make her season debut. McMahon. Also, at one point, played down the street at Delta College for head coach Adrian Sorensen. She then went to Washington State and now transferred to Chico State, where she played during the spring and will be this coming fall. There is McMahon now out wide to Cavett. Cavett trying to find Quiros. And Allen off her line, able to get to it first. Never saw McMahon warming up. Saw Kern warming up. Thought maybe she was going to come in for Zabrowski, but I think the Cargo elected to switch Curtis and Zabrowski. Curtis not able to win that one, and now that long range shot near post, no problem there for Sanchez. Sanchez with the toss out to Cavett, who has some room here on this near side. Back to Wolf. Wolf looking for somebody to make a run. And I think she was trying to find Diaz, but that ball behind Diaz. Sanchez, not the best punt there. Nice job, Diaz, able to get back and recover. And now she plays the ball to Quiros, who's onside and has some room to run here. Quiros cuts it back near the top of the 18 and slowed down a bit. Plays it to Seyfurman. Seyfurman shoots, and that one's deflected. Cavett will let it roll out for the throw. Throw in looking for Diaz, knocked away. Nice job there by Cavett to get back and win it. McMahon not able to win possession. Cruz. Cavett clears it towards midfield. This ball settled by Redmond. Now long ball looking for Phillips. And that one a little bit too much on it. Still scoreless here in the 39th minute. Shots on the scoreboard, 7-3 so far in favor of Academica. Wolf looking for somebody to make a run, and we'll just play it to Cabot. Now gets it back. McMahon has it taken away from behind by Seha, who's charging. And fortunately, McMahon able to get back and help clear that one out for a throw. Possession here on the far side. Diaz able to take it away, and now see if the Cargo can counter here. Diaz looking for Sanders. Sanders trying to split through two yellow shirts, and it ends up being played out for a Cargo throw. So Diaz again trying to connect with Sanders, not quite able to do so. What a corner kick opportunity here for the Cargo. See if the Cargo can capitalize on a set piece here as Diaz will head over to that far corner to take it. Diaz, of course, one of the team leaders with the 5 goals, but the one that often takes the set pieces as they take the short corner, ball played in front, and not quite able to find the head of Kiros. So Cargo electing to quickly go short there, and Diaz, a dangerous ball across the 6, but the Cargo not able to get a touch on it, and a goal kick here for Academica. Wolf will kind of just shield and let that one roll out for a throw. Sanders not able to keep that one in play. Diaz not agreeing with that foul call. Hard foul there. Couple minutes to go here in this first half, still scoreless. Would imagine we'll have a couple minutes of stoppage time as well after the injury earlier that had Braca down and eventually subbed out by Academica. And another whistle here at midfield. Moness trying to turn, eventually we'll just play it back. Some pressure being applied here by the Cargo. Near giveaway there. Zabrowski just missing getting to that one. And now the Academica with the long ball looking to counter. Foster to it, back to Sanchez, who will one-touch it up towards McMahon. McMahon played it to Sanders, who tried to play a one-touch flick on to somebody that wasn't making the run. Couple headers there by the Cargo as the ball finds its way to Diaz with a little bit of room, and now she'll play it out wide looking for Kiros. And it ends up going to Uribe, who will play it back to the keeper, Allen.
Yeah, Taylor. Oh, get her now, get her.
Whistle called there against Diaz, and she's not happy again with that call. And honestly, I have to agree with her. She got a lot of ball, and then man after. Seen the center. We know her whistle works. We've heard it quite a bit here in these last 5 or 10 minutes. As that pass off the back of an Academica player, but the Cargo not able to counter. And now Redmond will play it back to Allen. Scoreless here in the 45th minute. Both sides have had opportunities. And another whistle, this time against Academica. And some pushing and shoving there as the Cargo tried to play it quick, and the Academica player stepped right in the front of it. Curtis. Long ball looking for Kiros. Kiros looking to try to turn. Still with it, now will shoot. And it's a low shot right towards the near post. And no problems for Malia Allen.
4 minutes of additional time. 4 minutes additional time.
So 4 minutes. Figured there'd be at least a couple. And 4 minutes, so plenty of time really for both sides. Let's try to break this scoreless first half and try to take a lead into the halftime break. Is that one out for a Cargo throw? You can see shadows starting to creep their way across the field, especially on the right side, as the sun will be much more down at the start of the second half. Bit of a breeze picking up. Not sure exactly how warm it is, but it definitely feels a lot better now than it did earlier. $93 according to the phone. Cross towards the 6. Ball finds its way to Cavett. Cavett not able to control it as Academica will clear it up towards midfield. Wolf will chase it down. Now we'll play it back to Sanchez. And now Bossard with some room. Cargo captain up near midfield. And I was trying to hit Curtis. And it went out for a throw. Quickly taken by Academica. Bossard does a nice job to recover. And Cavett alertly anticipating that through ball. Cleared it towards midfield, although Academica still with possession here. Uribe looking to try to get off a cross. Now we'll cut it back in right foot towards the top of the 18, and it ends up going right to Zabrowski. Say Furman with a nice flick. Sanders. And that's a late offside flag. And honestly, linesman here on this near side was still behind the play. He wasn't at that back line. But the offside, and Allen will come way out of goal to take this free kick near the midfield circle. There are a couple headers. Curtis clears it towards midfield. Throw run back to Redmond. Cargo quickly taken away. We'll see if they can counter here. Say Furman with the long ball looking for Kiros. Headed by Academica. Kiros though able to chase it down, and now she charges towards mid up the field and ends up losing it. Now Seha McMahon steals it away. Tried to play it out wide to Zabrowski, and it's out for an Academica throw. And that'll do it for the first 45 minutes. So just like the first, these two sides faced off, a scoreless first half, although both sides plenty of chances. Academica unofficially outshooting the Cargo 7-4 in that first half. 4 saves by Sanchez, 3 by Allen. And that has us scoreless at the break. So we'll take the break and be back in about 15 minutes with the second half. All 3 points still up for grabs. It's Cargo 0, Academica 0 here on Central Valley TV. So 3 subs for the Cargo to start this second half. Platchy for Sanchez in goal, and then we saw Kern warming up early in the first half. She'll come on here, as will Alexis Pichales. So Kern and Pichales replacing Cavett. And and Zabrowski, I believe, the 2 coming off. So the 3 subs for the Cargo to start the second half. Academica in the yellow going from left to right now here in the second half. Cargo in their dark blue going right to left. Again, when these two sides played earlier this season in Turlock, it was scoreless at halftime before Cargo exploded with 6 second half goals for the 6-0 win. Ball played towards the back post, and that one harmlessly rolls out for the goal kick. So Platchy now in goal. Platchy has seen the most action this season for the Cargo in goal. Did not play on Wednesday against the Glens, but in there here to start the second half as she'll take the goal kick. Line drive towards midfield, and a whistle there against Academica. Again, coming into tonight, the Cargo in 4th place in the NorCal division. Really need to win their final 3 games and then hope things kind of work out the way they need to try to make one of the top 2 spots and make the postseason. And Cargo will retake that free kick, and now Wolf with the long ball towards Kiros, and a nice one-touch flick to say Furmans. Her ball deflected. Now Diaz. Ball finds its way to McMahon. Came in as a first half sub. Now Curtis looking for her Pacific teammate Pichales. And they're going to call Pichales on the foul. Wilson, she came in as a first half sub for Academica after Braca was injured. And now Diaz to Kiros. Has Diaz back. Sanders towards the sticks, looking for Diaz. And that one able to be cleared up towards Wilson. Wilson now will play the long ball. 90, 1v1 against Wolf. 90 will cut it back, and that shot goes harmlessly wide. So we've seen Academica have some success on long balls. That one able to find its way to 90, perhaps a little bit too much on it to keep it from being a better 1v1 opportunity. Here early in the second half, scoreless. The 2-9 Classico. Trophy sitting over there at midfield as the ball finds its way to Diaz.
Let's go, beat. Let's go, beat.
Ball played forward. Sanders onside. Sanders shoots! And Jaden Sanders just misses. So a nice drive there. Kiros not playing that ball, knowing she was onside. Sanders was onside, and Sanders nearly from long range. Mentioned earlier when these two sides played, Cargo were able to get a couple long range goals over Allen. And Sanders didn't miss by much. Some nice one-touch passing there. And Academica able to play it out. Sun almost down. Still warm, but a lot more comfortable now with that sun down. Field pretty much completely in shade with sunny blue skies and a little bit of a breeze. Ball played towards the top of the 18, still loose. And the ball found its way through a couple players, and Diaz ends up sending that one into the parking lot. Another great crowd here. Stands definitely more full now than they were earlier. Also a bunch of people behind the one goal to the left, and standing up top here. Just 2 games to go for the Cargo after tonight. Wednesday at the Storm, and then the regular season finale next Sunday night against the Olympic Club. Foster chests it down. Now back to Curtis. Out wide to Quiros. Diaz making a run. Quiros will hold on to it. Has it knocked away, although it comes right back to her. And now here's Pachales with some room. Pachales will let fire. And that one goes about 5 yards over the top. Allen will take the goal kick. Diaz looking for Sanders. Allen, though, first to it near the top of the 18. Seha wins possession there for Academica. Now out wide to Phillips. Phillips will fire, and that one harmlessly goes wide and into the Raising Cane's banner behind the goal. And again, around the 75th minute, you have a chance to vote for the Raising Cane's anchor of the match. That voting done on the Cargo's Instagram at Let's Go _Cargo. So make sure you give the Cargo a follow so you can vote on that here later this evening. Whistle there at midfield goes against the Cargo. '53rd minute, still scoreless between these two. Curtis battling with Wilson. And Curtis, a beautiful job there, turning. Diaz with the flick to Sefurman, and now back to Diaz. Cargo with the numbers here if they hurry. Diaz back towards the middle, and unfortunately a bit of a heavy touch there. And now Academica with a chance to counter. Moness with some room. Now out wide to 90. Cargo defense able to get back. Wolf with some tough defense over there in the corner. Academica player goes down. No whistle.
Keep that space up, B.
Shot there. Takes out the Capilliad. And coming into tonight, the Cargo 17 points, trailing the Stoll, who had 21, Storm with 23, and Glenn's with 24. And it's funny, Cargo, with wins in their final 3 games, could finish anywhere from 1st to 4th. As that one rolls out for an Academica throw. I think the Cargo thought that was going to be their throw. So Furman with a nice through ball here. Kern, end line, the cross towards the spot. And unfortunately, it's cleared by Academica. Curtis with a nice one-touch volley back up towards Sanders. Sanders looking to try to turn. Sanders not able to get a clean shot there, although I'm not sure if she was trying to shoot or if she was trying to slot it through to Diaz on the left. But some good chances for the Cargo here as we look for the opening goal of this contest still in the 55th minute.
Yeah, Taylor.
Stay high into the 18, a bit of a heavy touch there, and it's out for the goal kick. We've seen most of the subs so far for the Cargo. The 2 we haven't seen yet is Yari Arista and Ava Coverdale. And see, it's one Cargo player over there warming up. As the long ball looking for Quiros. Quiros trying to battle with Hardwick, and it's out for the Cargo throw. Quiros, the NAIA All-American from UC Merced. Scored a brace in her Cargo debut a couple weeks ago against the Rage. Right now the Cargo just looking for at least one to try to take the lead. A giveaway there. Sanders will cut back, looking to shoot. And that's a big time block by Emma Brown to keep that one from being on goal. Cargo still with it here near the top of the 18. Kern goes end line and not able to keep that one in play. But a nice block by Brown as Sanders, one of the Cargo leaders with her 5 goals this season, looked like she was going to have a great shot from the top of the 18. Good at pressure there by the Cargo. To Furman, loses possession. Pashales does a great job there to win it quickly back for the Cargo, and now Furman. Pashales into the 18, she'll shoot, and it's right at the keeper. With some good ball movement there, starting to see some good signs from the Cargo here in these last handful of minutes. Allen will roll it short. Whistle there goes against the Cargo. Another whistle there will give Academica free kick right in front of their bench. Definitely a spot here where they can maybe play a free kick towards the top of the 18. Instead, they'll play it short. Now, ball towards goal, and that one will one hop right into the hands of Platchy. KP with a good boot there, well past midfield up to Quiros, who does a nice job bringing that one down. Now Diaz will play it up, looking for Sanders. Ball played back to Allen, who will one-touch that one into the stands. Diaz to Sifurman, back to Diaz. Now up to Quiros. Quiros trying to split her way through 3 yellow shirts, not able to do so. And now the long ball back towards midfield. Won by Academica.
Yeah, 90, yeah, 90! Yeah, 90!
90 still with it, now looking for Phillips. And that one a little too heavy. And KP will pick it up. Platchy's waving everybody up. Another good boot here, well past the midfield stripe. McMahon trying to win possession here for the Cargo. Pashali's coming back, getting grabbed. And now we'll lay it back to Wolf, and now back to Platchy.
Yeah.
Diaz, back to Curtis. Now here's Quiros. Kind of a 3v2 if the Cargo hurry here. Quiros now will cut it back. Continues into the 18, she'll shoot. And might have been better off trying to just play it a little farther back towards the spot to hit Sanders. And another foul there on Diaz. And again, Diaz not happy.
Yeah, B.
Not a good ball back. That's that one touch up towards Platchy. Just under a half hour to go. Still scoreless. A must-win game really for the Cargo to keep their postseason hopes alive. Sanders gets hammered from behind. And finally a yellow card is shown. Honestly surprised we haven't seen one sooner than now. So the yellow card here in the 62nd minute. And it looks like we're going to see the final 2 subs for the Cargo. So it looks like it's going to be McMahon and Sifurman off and Coverdale and Arista on. So the final 2 substitutes for the Cargo. Arista had a big game in the 3-2 win over Marin. Scored a go-ahead goal, her first goal of the season, and then assisted on a Sanders goal, which turned into the game winner.
Yeah, 90.
As that one bounces off of an Academica player and goes into the softball field.
She's passing out those coupons, good for buy one, get one free.
Ball played towards the top of the 18.
Also, he still got some lemonade left.
Gotta get there.
Sammy, go get the ball! Yes, Hannah!
Goal kick coming here for we've seen, I think, just the 1 sub for Academica. Meanwhile, we've now seen all 18 players for the Cargo on the roster get playing time here this evening. 1 touch ball looking there for Coverdale, who just came on. Ball played back to Pashali. Pashali's into the 18, looking for room. Cut back, now we'll lay it back to Bostard. Now out wide to Coverdale. Coverdale, the left-footed ball towards the top of the 18. bounces nearly to Diaz. Curtis will get to it. Try to play it around Wilson and not able to do so. Man, there's a lot of talk after that whistle. Wilson not happy. And there's a great chance here for the Cargo. Diaz towards the spot. Allen punches it away.
Come on, Nighty. Come on, Nighty.
Academica looking to try to counter.
Let's go, TP. Get there.
Kern able to get to it first. And now plays it up towards midfield. Wolf. One touches it over to Coverdale. And a nice one-touch pass there to Bostard, and now she'll play a three ball looking for Kiros, but that one a little too heavy. And once again, Allen out to scoop that up near the top of the 18. The Shawleys turns. Diaz. And now here comes Kiros toward the top of the 18, cuts back to the center, now cuts it back, a chance here, right at Allen. Kind of made that save with her knees. Diaz able to chase it down, and now a chance here near the end line. Diaz will cross. And Pacelli is not able to get that one on target. The Cargo have certainly had some chances here in the second half. Not able to find one, and now a counter opportunity for Academica. Seha into the 18, goes down. And play on.
Let's go. Come on, ladies, keep the pressure up.
Offside flag is up.
Let's go, Academica.
Kiros plays it looking for Coverdale, and the offside flag eventually comes up there as Allen able to get to it. Curtis. A nice ball to Pacelli's. Now she'll lay it to Diaz. Continues the run. And that ball, trying to find Pacelli's making the run, ends up getting deflected into the stands. Scoreless here in the 69th minute. Certainly, though, not from a lack of chances for both sides. And the whistle there against Bachales.
Yeah, TP.
Nice job there by Wolf to hold up and slow down Phillips as Diaz comes back to help win the ball. Now up towards Curtis. Curtis to Bachales. And the Cargo with a chance here, kind of a 4v3, maybe a 5v4 as it goes out wide to Quiros. Quiros now towards the edge of the 18 will play towards the back post and not able to find Coverdale. And the Cargo have had some dangerous chances. Just can't find that final touch to get one past Allen. Coverdale battling in that corner for the Academica, able to clear it out to Ceja. Nice tackle there by the captain. And Boster with another beautiful tackle there. Long ball there looking for Wilson. That one gonna roll out for the throw, and now an Academica player is still down on the ground, flat on her back. And now looks like Ceja helped to her feet. And in a couple minutes, you can vote for who you think should be the Raising Cane's anchor of the match right now. I believe the three options are going to be three players that have been a part of the Cargo having this shutout so far. Wolf, the captain Bostard, and Taylor Curtis, who's been all over the left side of this field. Ball played out for an Academica throw. So Souza on for Brown for Academica here in the 72nd minute. Souza started in their win against the Olympic Club, but coming on as a sub here for Brown, who had a big defensive play earlier as that shot sails wide, and save there for Platschi as that shot from outside the 18 was looking for that side netting. And KP with the save to keep us scoreless. A corner kick here from this near corner. Looks like it's going to be a right-footed outswinger towards the spot. And that header goes over the top. KP will play this goal kick long. Bachales is able to win it for the Cargo. Now back to Curtis, who will play it back to Wolf. Arista. Bachales has Diaz to her left. Sanders in front of her. We'll see. And maybe one too many touches there as she has it taken away, and now Academica will look to counter. Ceja with a dangerous through ball there, and they're going to bring it back and call the foul. Well, unofficially, 23 shots between these two sides, and yet we're still scoreless here in the 74th minute. Seha lining up to take this free kick. We'll see if she puts it towards goal or tries to find someone, and that one just harmlessly one-hops its way to the keeper. Arista with a great ball up to Quiros. Quiros, 1v1, can she get off a shot? Cuts it back, still a chance, and was looking for a run towards that post, and Coverdale had come back more towards the top of the 18. And a little surprised. They're going to stop for a hydration break here. So here in the 75th minute, and the Raising Cane's anchor of the match voting will be headed on the Cargo Instagram page. I believe the three choices are going to be Abigail Wolf, Haley Bostard, and Taylor Curtis. The three options for tonight's Raising Cane's anchor of the match. And right now, a very quick hydration break and a chance for both sides to maybe make some last adjustments. Trying to find a winner. Coming into tonight, the Cargo 5-2-2, Academica 3-7, as Academica hasn't had a game end in a tie all season. And right now, Cargo need to find a goal, or they can pretty much say goodbye to any playoff chances. So about 15 minutes to go here in this one. A goal kick here for Academica. Allen to play it long. Header won by Pashales, and ball finds its way to Diaz. And now here's Quiros. Quiros to Diaz. Into the 18. Now she'll play it to Sanders. Sanders couldn't quite get room to turn and get off the shot. Gotta feel a goal is coming. Both sides have had too many chances for this one to end scoreless. Arista with a beautiful ball to Diaz. And Diaz knocked to the ground. And this should be a dangerous free kick opportunity here for the Cargo. I would be shocked if this is not a shot from Diaz. About maybe 25 yards from goal. Academica setting up a four-man wall. Cargo with a couple players in the mix too. You've got Curtis kind of standing right in the middle of that Academica wall. But see if Diaz takes the shot here herself. Diaz tied for the team lead with 5 goals on the season, and now she'll leave. And the captain, Haley Bostard, will head over to take the free kick.
Let's go, keep.
Definitely a play is set up here with Bostard coming to take this free kick. We have 2 Cargo players kind of right into the mix of the Academica wall, and everybody else kind of lined up on the outside of the 18. Now to Curtis. Bostard towards the post. Allen punches it away, and the offside flag is up. So they run the play there, and ends up.
Substitution. Reporting on pitch, number 6, replacing Caroline Souza. She's on for number 11, Logan Nitty.
So Caroline Souza going to come in here for Academica, replacing Logan Nighty. 79th minute, still scoreless. Bossard wins the header. Sanders trying to get to it. And nice job there by Jaden Sanders, able to get the Cargo a corner. Cargo haven't scored a ton on set pieces, but a corner here, as it'll be Taylor Curtis heading over to take this corner kick. It'll be a left-footed in-swinger from that far corner. You have 4 Cargo players, actually make that 5, lined up right on the goal line, trying to make things rough for Allen. Paul into the mix. And another near chance, but they just can't get that last touch and get one into the back of the net. Allen, line drive punt there, settled by the Cargo, and now here's Wolf. Kiros through 3 defenders, trying to find Curtis, not able to do so. KP will take the kick here. About 10 minutes to go. Cargo need to find a goal. Arista to Diaz. Now looking for Arista, not able to connect.
Come on, Pine.
Cargo substitution. On the pitch, number 13, Carrie Hall. Replacing number 25, Jaden Sanders.
And Karis Hall, the final sub for the Cargo. Forgot, the Cargo still did have that 1 sub remaining, so Hall will replace Sanders here in the 82nd minute. Curtis towards the near post, and it hangs up. A comfortable catch there for Allen. Allen with the outlet. Great job there by Coverdale to get back. Wolf shielding the Academica player away, as that'll roll out for a goal kick. Again, a draw probably ends the postseason hopes for the Cargo.
Let's go, Somo. Something dangerous.
Corner kick here for Academica from the far corner. Right-footed in-swinger, headed away by Bossard. Dangerous ball towards the back post. Still loose in the box. Seha plays it out wide. And now Seha. And unfortunately, that one finds its way into the hands of KP. A dangerous chance there for Academica, and quickly the long punt looking to try to find Diaz, not able to connect. Nearly offsides there as Academica with possession here at midfield. Curtis Plays it out wide. Now Wilson for Academica. Able to cut. Good help defense there by Paschales. And at the 18, laid back, and that shot into the trees. Bostard fouled. And yellow there to Seha. As the Cargo tried to go quick, and Seha walked in the way and kind of kicked the ball.
Yellow card issued, number 10, number 10, Cassandra Sayre.
Paschales
Yeah, Julia.
tried to find Hall, and a corner kick here for the Cargo as we enter the 86th minute. Still scoreless. Diaz will head over to take the corner. Should be a right-footed in-swinger as multiple Cargo's players lined up on the goal line and a couple near the spot. Ball played towards the back post. And the header nearly finds its way in. Allen scrambles to her left and able to get it and make the save. And we had a hydration break and an injury. So we should have at least another minute or two of stoppage time, if not more. But coming down to the wire, Cargo need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Bostard first to that free kick. Miscommunication there by the Cargo. Academica with possession here, now out wide to Redmond. Redmond one touches that one, and that one will be an easy ball for KP to grab as it actually went out for the goal kick. And Cargo definitely in a rush to get the ball back in play and get things going on the hunt for a late winner. Paschales, a chance here. Cargo kind of a 4v3, looking for Diaz. Diaz chasing it, and is able to win the corner. So another corner kick here for the Cargo as we're in the 88th minute. Cargo were close to finding a go-ahead goal a couple minutes ago on a corner kick. Allen made a nice save. See if Diaz is going to take it or if she's going to leave it for Curtis. It's Diaz and Curtis. And actually behind the play, we have an Academica player down, and so I was wondering why the Cargo were taking their time to get this corner kick played, and that's why a player down here, and so No, should have a couple minutes of stoppage time. We'll wait and hear what exactly, although time right now being added. Or this Academica player is still down. Looks like cramping up. Yes, she's being helped by a member of the Cargo training staff.
Of course, we can't forget Steve McGee, the music man, for your Stockton Cargo.
And the Cargo after tonight at the Storm on Wednesday, and then a week from tomorrow, the final game of the regular season right here for a 7 p.m. kickoff against the Olympic Club. So hopefully you can join us for that one. And right now, hopefully we can see if the Cargo can find a late winner. So Redmond being helped off, slowly working her way to the bench. So it looks like it'll be Curtis who will take this corner kick for the Cargo, the lefty from that far corner. Almost everybody inside the 18 here for this one. Ball played towards the mix. And I think that's going to go out for, I thought it was going to be another corner, but it'll just be a throw as that one found the sideline. Right, a dangerous ball there by Curtis. Just Cargo not able to get a header on it. The long throw there. Still loose. Wolf.
We've been notified there will be a minimum at least 5 minutes for the
5 minutes. So still time to find a stoppage time winner.
Jeez! Come on!
Yellow card given there to Boston. Already more than a minute in the stoppage time. It was announced to be 5 minutes. Long range shot there goes wide, and KP quickly grabs the other ball by the goal so she can get this ball back in play. Nice header there by Pashales. Diaz in pursuit. It's going to be a Cargo throw. Quickly taken. Diaz throws it to Quiros. Ball played back into the 18. Cargo hollering, wanting a foul call. None coming.
Now.
Come on, Taylor!
Into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Great long ball here. Diaz a chance. Shoots and scores! Hannah Diaz with the goal in stoppage time. And the Cargo playoff chances are still alive as Lightning strikes in stoppage time. The beautiful long ball there finds Hannah Diaz, and Lightning lives up to her nickname, striking in the 93rd minute, and the Cargo lead 1-0. Diaz's 6th goal of the season, and it couldn't have been a bigger one. So less than 2 minutes to go. Long ball played into the box, grabbed by KP. And now here comes Pashales with some room. And Cargo were in a rush about a minute ago, but not so much now. So to say Diaz was not an option for the Raising Cane's anchor of the match, I think she's going to be it anyways. Ball rolls out here for a goal kick. Less than a minute to go. To say, we knew coming into the night the Cargo had to get a win and needed to win their final 2 games to have a chance. Really, they could finish anywhere from 1st to 4th, but had to get all 3 points. And right now we're under a minute away from the Cargo playoff chances staying alive. Long ball. Bostard will head it. Ball bounces out for an Academica throw right here at midfield. Under 30 seconds to go. Said 5 minutes of stoppage time. Right now, the clock reads 94-34. In fact, the clock has been stopped. So we'll see when that final whistle is to come. Through ball, offside flag is up, and you would think that should be all but it for this one. Still the offsides here, and would have to think when this ball gets kicked into play, likely the final whistle. Ball played short, and now KP with the boot. Referee doesn't have her whistle to her mouth and not looking at her clock either, or her watch, excuse me. As Academica will take the throw in quickly. Now the long ball forward. Bostard in pursuit. And that should be a Cargo throw, and it is. And that'll do it. A stoppage time winner. And the Cargo's playoff hopes stay alive. A 1-0 win here this evening against Academica, and it certainly was a classic, as the Cargo now 4-0 all time against Academica. A 1-0 win, and little extracurriculars after the game, but coming into tonight, again, Cargo needed to win their final 3 games to have a chance to make the playoffs, and it took until the 93rd minute, but Hannah Diaz, living up to her Lightning nickname, she came with Hank the Cat in the pregame, and she did Hank proud. The strike in the 93rd minute, her 6th goal of the season, a team best, and the Cargo with the 1-0 win and the 3 points here tonight. So the Cargo with the win, now 6-2-2 on the season. Academica 3-8. They will play their final game of the season at home next week against the Storm. Definitely a game that the Cargo might be rooting for Academica. Meanwhile, the Cargo on the road on Wednesday, a big game against the California Storm before they return home next Sunday to take on the Olympic Club and wrap up the regular season. So hopefully you can join us for that here in person. If not, join us for the broadcast, but that'll do it here tonight. I'd like to thank Carlos for all his hard work as always, and for you for joining us on Central Valley TV. Your final score here tonight, a 93rd minute game winner by Hannah Diaz, and the Stockton Cargo defeat Academica 1-0.